it's one of those phenomena that happen in American or any place in the world. You get an image, you get a sound that goes with it, and if they go together, you got something.
His music wove magic at the movies for generations, and now he's gone. Entertainment Tonight remembers Henry Mancini. Also, O.J. Simpson under fire. Entertainment Tonight comes out with a lion's roar for Tuesday, June the 14th, 1994.
Hi there, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm John Tesh. Henry Mancini, his brave battle with cancer finally ended this morning. He died at home in Beverly Hills with his wife Ginny at his side.
At the age of 70, Mancini's life was too short. But for movie fans and music lovers around the world, his legacy will be long. And Leonard Maltin joins us now to pay a special tribute. Leonard?
Well, 4 Oscars, 20 Grammy Awards, nominations for dozens more, plus scores of successful record albums to his name, Henry Mancini never lacked for recognition from his peers or from his public. His was a most extraordinary career in a variety of entertainment media, and what was perhaps just as extraordinary was the fact that it never turned his head. Henry Mancini, the man who composed this lovely tune. The man who created the Pink Panther theme and countless other movie scores and songs. The man whose shelves were overflowing with awards. Was still touched that when cancer struck, his colleagues rallied to his side, as he told me just 2 months ago.
The musicians have been so supportive of me.
Well, I think you send out good vibes, if you'll pardon the pun, too.
I try. From when I was a little kid, I tried. My mother used to send out vibes. Boy, you couldn't. You could feel those things way across in the Allegheny River.
His career started in the 1940s, after the Army pulled him from the Juilliard School of Music. He was weaned on the big bands of the era and even married a band singer, Ginny O'Connor. A decade later, he'd earned his first Oscar nomination for arranging the music in The Glenn Miller Story. But it was this music that made him famous, the innovative, jazz-oriented theme to the TV series Peter Gunn. That show also launched a remarkable 36-year collaboration with director-producer Blake Edwards that spanned such films as Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Pink Panther, and Darling Lily, which starred Edwards' wife, Julie Andrews.
Whistling here in the dark with you.
Mancini had a knack for creating music that worked as part of a movie and stood on its own as well. A perfect example, the surprise instrumental hit The Baby Elephant Walk from Hatari. He also had a knack for picking up Oscars, several in collaboration with lyricist Johnny Mercer. And Mancini made no secret of the fact that some of his best themes were inspired by actress Audrey Hepburn. His personal favorite, Two for the Road. His collaborators in the recording field ran the musical gamut, from James Galway to Luciano Pavarotti. He mastered the entire musical spectrum. Having written both songs and scores before, his ambition for more than a decade was to turn the movie Victor Victoria into a Broadway play. With 20 songs under his belt, the show, set for this winter, was very much on his mind when I spoke to him in April. But as he admitted, cancer shed a new light on that and everything else around him.
When you're ill, your priorities change. That's a course, you know. So mine strangely have changed, and it's hard to tell now. I've only been going through this about 6 weeks. So we'll see.
A star-studded 70th birthday tribute the night after our interview was a bittersweet affair for everyone involved, but served as an outpouring of love for this gifted and generous man.
Happy birthday to you.
Today, Henry Mancini is being mourned, but to paraphrase the lyric from Charade, his music will play on. Of that, there is no doubt. Quite a song and quite a career in so many different forms of entertainment, recordings, concerts, films, television, you name it, he did it all. And he was also a very generous man with his time and talent and advice, encouraging young musicians and helping to raise money for young musicians' foundations all over the country. Henry Mancini and his music, I think, will be remembered for many years to come.
And we all know, Leonard, that he was so self-effacing that I think he would have been embarrassed by all the attention that you just gave him.
You know, one of the neat things, too, I remember last summer up in Montana, he was so thrilled at being able to go to Big Fork and play with some of the guys he had played with back in the 40s in his original band. That meant so much to him. He had not forgotten about them.
He loved to jam. He really enjoyed the company of musicians. He told me that several times.
Yeah.
Great tribute, Leonard. Thank you. We'll be right back.